Very good morning, students. I'm your SAJ sir. Here we go with the fourth volume of the chapter Branch Accounts. Well, next you can see question number 5. I hope in the last volume we have solved till question number 4. Fourth I gave as a homework. I hope you have completed it. Still those who have not done it, you can see this is the answer for it. Now let us go for the fifth question. The branch furniture opening and closing values are given directly to you as well as the stock. So these are the opening and closing values. You are aware. Opening stocks are taken, opening assets are taken on debit side, while the closing assets are taken on credit side of the branch account. You are asked here, calculate the branch profits ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So through the branch account, there is a dependent branches you are given. So you are supposed to calculate. Illellunu, see, the goods are being supplied at cost or invoice price, nothing is given. When nothing is given, you can assume that the goods are being supplied at a cost price itself. Alright. So these are the opening and closing values. You are aware now where to take them. Goods sent to branch, can take on debit side. Checks sent to branch, this also debit side. Goods returned, this is taken on credit side. Remittances by the branch, this is also on credit side, but against a bank account. So simple problem again. You can start on debit side with the opening balances to balance drawdown. So both the branch furniture and branch stock, that you can take the value, opening values 40,000 and 6 lakhs. Next there is goods sent to branch, this you can take on debit side. 2 goods sent to branch, 12 lakhs. Again checks sent to branch for branch expenses, this you write on debit side to bank account. That is for expenses, amount being received from the head office, 50,000. Then goods return, you can take on credit side, but before that you enter the remittances, this you take on credit side by bank account. That is the remittances. Again this goods sent returned is there. Now this you write on credit side with the same head. What is that head? Goods sent to branch. Write on credit side, but within brackets you can mention it is returns. That amount is 20,000. And the closing values of the assets now you can take as by balance carried down. The closing values of both the assets 35,000 and 6 lakhs 50,000. That's it. So find the totals and the difference you're getting on debit side. Consider that to be as a amount transferred to general profit and loss. And pass it down and write down. Well, you can look into the sixth question. From the following information, prepare Mumbai branch account in the books of Bangalore head office for the year ending 31st March 2017. So given the data here separately, both the columns, you can find there is the goods being supplied at cost. So hence it is first method being taken, where goods are being supplied at the cost price. These are the opening values of assets. All these 4 you can take on debit side, but there is a creditors here, be aware. Opening creditors is also given. Okay, so all opening liabilities, you are aware, opening assets are taken on debit side and opening liabilities will be taken on credit side. So it's a credit item. Similarly, closing values of all the assets will be taken on credit side, while the closing value of a liability will be taken on debit side. ಇದು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ 10% ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So 12,000 is the furniture value given minus 10%, the balance you have to take it as the closing value of the furniture. Then other things here, goods sent to branch can take on debit side, goods returned credit side, goods returned by customers to the branch directly. So this also you can assume as if it is being returned by the branch to the head office only. So you can take along with this, because it is returned by customers to the, okay, I'm sorry, this is returned by customers to the branch. Now this is the transaction between the customers and the branch, third party. Aita hagagi this will not appear in the books of branch. Andre branch account alli idana entry madkobodu, because it is a transaction between whom and all, between the customer, that is a third party, and the branch. So if you could notice here under this format, notes part nodi, soon after the branch account, I have given the very first point there. Under the data, that is one account system, we have to record only those transactions which take place between the head office and the branch. The transaction between the branch and the third party, who is the third party here, the data should not be recorded. Actually, this will come only in the, yes, this particular transaction will come where it comes under the data account. But when to prepare a data account, I have told you. If which is missing, if the opening and closing data as well as cash received from data, if these three items are missing, only then you have to prepare a data account. But in this problem, all these three items are there. There is a opening data, there is a closing data given. Along with that, there is a cash being received from the data. Therefore, there is no need to prepare the data account separately. In that case, you can ignore this item, need not to consider at all. Idu namage bekagilla iga ellu tolakobedi. Adu bittu next, checks sent to branch for expenses. This you can take on debit side. Cash received from debtors. This also you can take on credit side. Idana credit side barkoli as remittances iveradu aita. But idana debit side togobekagutte. Iveradu remittances ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ credit side. Okay. So now you can start with the opening values of all these assets. Take on debit side as to balance drawdown. Take all the four assets there and the values relating to that can be entered. This is the first entry. Here opening values of assets aitu. At the same time, I told you here there is a liability. This also you write on credit side as by balance drawdown 12,000. So this is a new adjustment or new item that is coming here. So I'll mark in red ink. Be aware about it. Right. Next, closing values we shall see at the end. Then goods sent to branch at cost. This you can take on debit side. Then goods returned to head office. This you can take on credit side. Before that, the bank expenses here, whatever is being given. That is checks sent to branch. This is an item to be taken on debit side. So you can take up that 99,740. Then you can go for the entering of the goods remittances ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ credit side. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು remittances ಇದೆ, last year items ಅದನ್ನ entry ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. That total outer column. Then by goods sent to branch is the goods being returned to head office ಅಂತ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ amount 17,200. Then you go for a closing value of creditors. This closing value of creditors is also same 12,000. Take on debit side. And credit side also you write the values of each and every asset. Closing stock is given 3,76,800. Debtors is given 1,92,000. Petty cash 240. And furniture out of 12,000 minus 10%. So balance you're getting 10,008. So find the totals. 19,51,040. Now this is the total amount, and the difference you're getting, that is the net profits being transferred. The general profit and loss. So you can pause it and you can keep writing it. This is 17th question, again similar to the previous one, but no creditors here. So opening liabilities are not there, only assets are there. Opening assets, you take all these three on debit side, these items on credit side. Alright. Goods sent to branch, you know where to be taken, debit side. Cash sales, take on credit side as remittances, as by bank account, that you can take cash sales. So is the case, cash received from debtors. This also you can take on credit side. Credit sales, be aware this is a special item here, but this need not be taken. Okay, credit sales ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, debtors account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. It is a transaction between the branch and the third party that I have been telling you. Any transaction between the branch and the third party will not affect the branch account. So this item should not be taken. This will be taken only in debtors account. Now the question is whether we have to prepare a debtors account. Definitely not. Reason, three items are given. Which are the three items that we are concerned? One is a cash received from debtors, opening debtors and closing debtors. These three items, when they are given, you need not to prepare the debtors account. ಈ ಮೂರೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತದ್ದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂತದ್ದು. ಈ ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಡೆಟಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೂರು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಡೆಟಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Like how we have ignored in the previous problem. Which one? This. That is the goods returned by the customers to branch. It is nothing but the sales returns ಇದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಇದನ್ನ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್. Then checks sent to branch for expenses. This you can take on debit side. Goods returned by the branch. So this you write on credit side as by goods sent to branch. Okay, so this is the credit side. I hope this is a simple problem. You can do by yourself. So this is the final answer. So you can write this note if at all you require here. Again, your debtors account should be prepared. Debtors account should be prepared only when the following amounts are missing, like opening debtors, closing debtors, and amount received from debtors. But in this problem, all the above amounts are given. Therefore, there is no need to prepare a debtors account. So here, that's the reason why I told you what is ignored. Credit sales is not taken because that item will not affect the branch account. So even this problem will be your homework problem. You can find the opening values of assets you take on debit side, while these closing values of assets you take on credit side. Then goods sent to branch you take on debit side. Sales ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಡಿ, this you don't take up. That is what in the previous problem also I told you. Credit sales don't take, but you can take this cash received from debtors, you can take on credit side, because these are the three amounts which we require from the debtors account. On the opening debtors, closing debtors, and cash received. So all the three are given here. Therefore, ignore about the credit sales. Okay. Then branch expenses, this you can take on debits. I hope this also you can do. It's the final answer. You can complete that. Well, coming to the 9th question. The following information relates to Madurai branch. You are given opening stock, take on debit side. Opening debtors are given. This also you can take on debit side. Goods sent to branch, debit side. These are also whatever the expenses being given here, take on debit side as to bank account. So 5,000 enter there. Sales at branch, cash and credit. Credit sales don't take, but cash sales you can take on credit side, and the head remittances, that is bank account as remittances. Then cash received from debtors, this you can take again along with this cash sales is there. No? Along with that you can take even this also on credit side of the branch account under the head bank account. Then closing stock is given, you can find this you take on credit side. So what is missing now? when opening debtors is given, closing debtors also should be there. So what is missing here? Closing debtors is missing. Therefore, you have to prepare a debtors account compulsively here. Only then you can complete the branch account. Okay. First, go for a branch account. Again, you can take all the items there, or debtors account you can prepare. Only after that also you can go for a branch account. But as regular, you can go for a branch account. So opening values of all the assets, these two, you can take on debit side. To balance brought down, branch stock and branch debtors. Then goods sent to branch, debit side you can take 51,000. These items you can take on credit side. I'm sorry, this also to be taken on debit side. But as to bank account, then a bank account that is a remittances, expenses. So after this, take this total also there 5,000. Next, you can go for entering the remittances, take on credit side, by bank account, remittances, cash sales 25,000. Then you can find this cash received from debtors. This you take, that is 41,200. That total out column. Then balance carried on. That branch stock. So closing stock is given as 13,600. Then branch debtors, we doesn't know. So for that you have to go for a working note. Take the working note there, write it as branch debtors account. Debit side to balance brought down. Opening debtors is there in 6,300. ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ debtors account ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ that is what you have learned in the last year as well. All credit sales will be always taken on debit side. So take credit sales there 39,000, and whatever being received from the debtors will be taken on credit side. Any decrease in the value of debtors will always be taken on credit side. So here cash received from debtors is there. So write by cash account, that is a cash received 41,200. No further other items like bad debts, then discount allowed or sales returns. No such items are given here. Therefore, find the total. And the difference you are getting 4,100. That is the what amount? Debtors, closing debtors value. So the same you can take now here. Credit side, branch debtors account. So that amount is 4,100. Now find the totals. So the difference you are getting, that is 10,004. I hope that you have understood now. In this problem, what is missing? Closing debtors is missing. That I have been telling you. A debtors account in the effect aguantadu ಮೂರೇ item. ಒಂದು opening debtors, closing debtors, cash collected from debtors. If these three are given directly in the problem, then you need not to prepare this debtors account. Idu prepare ಮಾಡೋದು necessary ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗ prepare ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನ? Any of these items. ಆಯ್ತಾ, either collections from the debtors is missing, or closing debtors is missing, or opening debtors is missing. In that case, you have to prepare a debtors account separately. Then find out that missing item, that you transfer to the debtors account in branch account. Then you try closing it to get the actual profit or loss. Similar is this particular problem. Do by yourself. See all these opening values. You used to know debit side as opening assets. So goods sent to branch debit side, cash sales on credit side. Credit sales will be taken only in the debtors account. Even in this problem, what is missing is the closing debtors is missing, it is not given. Therefore, you have to prepare a debtors account. Credit sales na debtors account and debit side togoli. cash received from debtors will come in two places. One, the debtors account will credit side togoli, again a branch account will credit side togoli. Eradu kade branch account will credit side as remittances anta ali barkoli. Again, this will appear in the debtors account on credit side. And these items you can take on debit side in the branch account. Then these two items has balance carried on, closing values of assets. And goods returned to the head office by the branch, this also you write on credit side. అయితే ఏదైనా credit side పెట్టుకోవాలి. This returns by the branch to the head office. Hope a simple problem you can come to. Answer is given already. You can cross check that and you try complete. Well, the rest we shall see in the next class. Thank you.